Obama out.
Host of Straight to the Point, and today we're here straight to the streets. Today I'm here with Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre, we appreciate you for coming on Straight to the Point, Jean-Pierre. I'm gonna start off by asking the question of, what do you think is the most pressing issue in America today?
I think discrimination is a big problem.
The most, I think it stems from economic inequality.
How about you? Yeah.
I personally feel like the alarming rates of poverty is like crazy. Like I feel like it's happening way too fast and it's too widespread.
Well, it definitely has to do with jobs, the economy.
I think there's a lot of pressing issues. But
Yes.
Police.
I feel like that, you know, especially over the past couple of years, it's obviously a problem. Like when you see a trend and you see something constantly going wrong, you go back and you fix it.
The biggest issue for me would be probably the education system, especially in like the inner city.
They're supposed to protect the serve, but every time you turn around, they're shooting an African American or a Latino. But yeah, I think the police is the most concerning issue now.
So how do you feel about
They're the
that?
new terrorists.
How you feel? Like last time I checked, the only difference between me and the officer is job application.
But because if you say the officers, then that's it. The police still probably. And at the end of the day, they don't want to have that, man. Because it's a thing of trust.
If I don't do my duties on my job correctly, I get fired. Correct? So if you don't do your duties on your job correctly, not only should you get fired, if you
Because
take
it's
it
at the expense of the people.
yeah. If I run over somebody in my job, I'm going to court. If you shoot somebody at your job, you get in the court. Make no sense.
I think the most pressing issue right now is I think everybody should get a fair chance, especially with my generation and this future generation, a fair chance, equal opportunity for education, housing, jobs, etc. I think everybody should get a fair shake.
Like we got to worry about the next generation.
I think the most pressing issue is that the prison system is outdated. I don't think that it provides prisoners with the right kind of rehabilitation back into society after they get out.
So I think the biggest issue going on right now is entitlement, and that's a broad like subject in itself. I think, of course, racism plays a part in it.
I mean, I feel as though you have to have a certain privilege. You have to have, you have to have a certain income just to maintain a stable apartment, a studio apartment at that. Like,
A lot of people think that, hey, I can stomp on all these other people and I can step on all these other people to get where I need to be, versus other people who, hustle out here every day and like really work hard for where they want to get and stuff. And I think a lot of people, a lot of things are handed to them, and that's just not fair. I really think, it's about working together, building your own communities and helping each other along the way. So
things are so much harder for a lot of people nowadays. Like even the homeless, it's hard for the homeless to catch a break for a meal. Like a lot of churches aren't serving food anymore. Like a lot of places are shutting down that have been built up for years.
a lot of blacks and other minorities in this country, they don't get the opportunities that others get.
And based on those pressing issues that you guys just mentioned, which presidential candidate do you think is most fit to run our country?
Can we get Obama for the rest of my life, maybe?
I'd honestly keep Obama for a third term.
Wow.
I feel as though he deserves it. I mean, Obamacare. Who else has done that? No one else gave us Medicare. There's a lot of people that need it. I know that I needed it. Now I have Obamacare. That's awesome.
I don't know.
Jay-Z for president.
Basically, what?
Oh.
Man, I think they're all in the same melting pot.
I personally, I still think that Hillary is most fit. She's one with the most experience, you know. She's on Obama's campaign. I mean, she been there, she done that.
Hillary, no.
But if I were to go with, I would go with.
I definitely don't agree with Trump. Bernie, not him either.
Hillary, man.
Hillary?
Yeah,
Why
just
so?
because she comes from that. Her husband was a president.
So you feel she have a lot of the experience in her surroundings, let alone even though she hasn't been president.
Exactly.
Before.
She's been in the politics for a long time. She knows what she's doing.
You think she have a genuine care and concern for the economy and the jobs and all?
Yeah. I mean, she's straight to the point. She's very blunt about everything. So I think that would be my shot. You know, if I were to vote, it would come down to her.
I didn't think I would have a candidate that I would actually want or have a passion for, but I'm starting to feel the burn. So I think I'm going to vote. Well, I know I'm going to vote for Bernie Sanders.
The topics that Bernie Sanders supports are, it's about darn time that we see these things happen. Corporate money influencing politics, but I still think that Hillary Clinton has much better, more valuable experience with foreign policy.
I feel, he really has kind of embodied the Occupy Wall Street train of thought, and I also feel like he, above any candidate, he's not taking money from anybody, and I think that's a clear message to you and me, and frankly, the country and the world.
So it's really confusing right now. I don't know. This election itself is just a hot mess. This is my first time in an election, and I'm like, I'm so excited to finally vote, but who do I have to vote for, Hillary or Trump?
Me.
Or Naj. If Naj feels her name in on the ballot, maybe I probably will vote for her, but.
Okay, so if you could change one law or amendment, what would it be?
That's a tougher, deeper question, isn't it?
Absolutely.
They all really need to be changed so that they fit the current society and the way that it works and it functions. Because you have all these laws that were...
To admit anything, I will admit that these council members and congressmen actually stand up to the plate and do what they need to do.
Put in place to accommodate people from the 1800s and the early 1900s, and by 1900s I mean 1901, and they don't fit most of the people that fit into current society.
Well, just like the first thing I would do as president is I would reschedule cannabis from being Schedule 1 of the most dangerous substances to the human body, on par with heroin and LSD, deschedule it completely. That's what I would do.
There's no reason why people of the same sex shouldn't be married. There's no reason why Black people shouldn't be able to do what they want to do. There's no reason why the prison system should be the way that it is, or the education system should be the way that it is right now. And there's so many things that just need to be fixed. I don't know how long it takes to really fix something like that, but it's all really just...
Yeah.
It looks like garbage, honestly.
Well, you got outvote.
I would say, just the laws on minor infractions on marijuana, first off. I mean, that's just a no-brainer. Minor drug laws should be absolutely changed.
So I feel like I've had a lot of family members who were in jail and all that stuff. Some face the death penalty, and I just feel like everything surrounding the death penalty law should be reworked. I know some states have abolished the death penalty altogether, but I know some of them, I feel like it's just unfair to, just say that somebody has to die because of what they committed. Because I feel like for my dad, he passed away, but he was gonna face the death penalty, and I just felt like some stuff should have been worked out before they made that decision for him, and it turned out that he didn't even do the crime.
I think that cannabis being scheduled as Class 1 or Schedule 1 on par with heroin and LSD with no medical value puts hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of people in jail for non-violent crimes.
Piggybacking basically off of what they said about the whole prison system and everything, I feel as though the whole with those who got out of prison and everything, getting jobs, the hassle it is to get back into the workforce and, getting their life restarted and everything. If it's supposed to be a system of reforming and, rehabilitating, I think they should be able to, have more opportunities after they get out, because oftentimes than not, they end up back in the streets. They end up back to the same game they were already in, and they end up back in the system, and it's just a never-ending cycle of that. And I really would like to see for that to be broken.
I say Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder?
Nas.
Nas? Oh.
My poetry's deep, I never fell. Nas's rap should be locked in a cell. It ain't hard to tell.
Man, what?
He's streets, man. He got both education from the school and the streets. So who better than somebody that came out from nothing and has so much to show for? You know what I mean?
So I have the tattoo for the guy. So I would choose Basquiat just because I feel like he thought so deeply into things, and he like really considered every person that he was friends with, you know, every emotion, everything, and then tied it back to himself. And he was so affected by everyone else that, I don't know, I just feel like he'll be such a good person to lead just because he considered every option, considered every person, and like took a creative spin on it and just made things work for himself.
Well, growing up listening to Irvin Mayfield in the Irvin Mayfield Sextet on trumpet, I'd say that he leads a group like almost none other, and he has my vote. He can lead America.
Well said.
I think I really haven't. You know what? I think I'll do John Legend.
John Legend?
I think right now, as far as our generation is speaking about some of the issues that we need to have addressed. So I think he's a humanitarian, so I think I'll vote for John Legend.
Eminem.
Act like you never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor like Pam and Tommy just burst in the door and started whooping her ass worse than before.
J. Cole too. Yeah. J. Cole too, because like they understand the struggle.
Maybe, I think maybe Prince. You know, because he influenced so many different backgrounds, so many different cultures and stuff. Like, I think a lot of people were really feeling him, you know, but like MJ as the vice president, put Whitney on the board too. Muhammad Ali. All of them, just everybody up there, like, you know, really get stuff popping out here. Because I really think they were all about bringing people together for like, you know, common loves and stuff.
Awesome. We definitely appreciate you ladies for being on the show. Any special shout out?
Shout out to Rachel.
Shout out to Rachel.
Callie,
Shout out
our
my mom.
baby.
Shout out my mama, my fam and stuff. If y'all even see this, I don't know.
There you have it. I'm Rome Hop, host of Straight to the Point, and we're straight to the street. Wow.
Cut!